Yeah. A win today, and we are a lock into the Champions League. We take on 18th place Bologna. I honestly am like strangely proud of myself. Like, I don't know if that's reasonable. Let's go back, okay, to the 2021 season. 9 wins, 10 draws. Yeah. 19 losses, and then a negative 17 goal difference on 37 points. Last season, 37 points. We scrape it. To be fair, we scrape it. 10 wins, 7 draws, 21 losses. This season, 23 wins, 5 draws, 8 losses, a plus 35 goal difference, 74 points. That is unreal. And I love that, like, it's anybody's oyster here from second to sixth to get at least I mean, we're all guaranteed to get to the Conference League. I guess Inter must have won the Europa League or something like that. Or what did Inter win? Oh, there's a lot. Oh no, there's too much to be looking at here. Yes, they were runners up. What did? Anyway, they won the cup. That's what it was. They won the cup. It doesn't matter what you won last year. Yeah, they won the Coppa Italia. Sorry. So Inter is guaranteed Europa League, but like I just love that it's this tight. But we have locked in Europa Conference League at bare minimum for this club. We have done a phenomenal job. Like, and I was just looking at the transfers, right? Like, the ones in right now. This is a lot, and some of these were mine, some of these weren't. But like, has been all right. Roni Mandragora has been all right. Amath has been all right. Chong has been all right. Like, not like world beaters, but like, you know, I would say these two are the best value because of the transfer fee of 0. Gravelon's been all right. Again, all squad players, massive help. Starting goalkeeper, who's out injured and has been. We'll talk about it. Okay, left back. Star for the future. I had somebody leave a comment and go like, wait, is that a 5-star Liechtenstein player? Yep. I mean, 4 with maybe 5 if we'd play him more than 6 substitute appearances this game, but he's 18. We're blooding him in, right? Like, that's the phrase, right? We're blooding him in. Dirtner was a financial transaction. Kostrup, we thought we might need holding mid, and now we've loaned him out. You know, his value's gone down a little bit, but he's going to be good. Papetti is phenomenal value at 30 grand a week, and that's it. Felix Agu, kind of, last minute, transfer deadline day. I'm trying to move to where you could see the name, but you can't. You can't. But, decent. He's given us 25 starts in the second half of the season because of the World Cup, right? 2 goals, 6 assists on a 7.1. I don't think you can be too upset about that, even though we paid $9 million and his value's gone down. But, like, he's been good. Serge, the center back for the future. Sandra Auckland, I think you could argue, is the one we paid 3.2. His value's gone down. We've only played him 1 substitute appearance. He's going to get loaned out next season, would be my guess. But, like, he's 19, right? Like, we needed some coverage. At least we thought we did. If we had some more injuries, we'd be going like, man, I wish we had more people. Kyle McCourt on a free is now worth 140 grand. He's gotten the 16 total appearances in MLS, 13 starts on a 6.72, which I'm not saying is amazing, but he's 18. I think his value is going to skyrocket. You could loan him again, and he'd be just fine. His contract goes through Christmas, right? So he's going to get a ton of experience, which is I just think that's so MLS. It's like, oh, he has to go to Italy on a free to come back to MLS. I'm like, that happens. Kevin, on a free, we're paying his wages, but he's worth 425 grand. We could sell him right now and flip a profit. That's not bad. And then Adam Hwazek for 11.5 million has given us 9 goals, people, in 16 total appearances, but 15 of those are starts, and he's improving like a monster. A monster. What a signing, right? Sanabria, that we sold to fund that, has gotten 6 starts, 3 subs for Fiorentina, not a single goal, 1 assist on a 6.64. I still don't understand why they were so interested. Again, it must have been like they needed. I've got to imagine he's not even homegrown talent, is he? I have no idea why they wanted him. Because I checked. It wasn't like they had like some massive striker go out, right? So I... no idea, my friends. Weird things. Wilfred Singo's doing all right at Southampton. 31 starts in the Premier League. 2 goals, 3 assists, 705. He's making 105 grand. Southampton, my friends, 8th. They finished 4th last season. Hello. Currently, top 8, if that's a thing. But good for him. We wish him the best. But I just think that's really cool. We will do a check-in on FC Lorient. I got a comment about that. We will do that at essentially today's episode, other than going through these transfers, being like, I think we did a pretty good job, is taking on Bologna and Verona and seeing if we can lock up Champions League. As soon as we lock up Champions League, so maybe this is an indicator. Here's what we'll do. If we lock up Champions League after 1 game, then I won't do the other game and we'll do the end of season review. So it'll be equally as long. If we don't lock it up after 1 game, then we'll play the second game. And then the next episode will be end of season review and looking at FC Lorient and looking for a job. Let's just take a little glimpse. I have not done this. No, not at the short center. At the job center. Yeah, okay. That's good. Now again, ignore all the clubs whose seasons end in May and June, right? So like Portuguese 3rd division, right? The Colombian 1st division, 20th. Deary me, 14 points. And there's different phases and there's the table. Oh my gosh, that would be terrible. I think I might just wait for a European, wait until Christmas, because that just seems like horrific, to be honest with you. But, we could take a look around if there's anything interesting at the end. But that's where we're at. Let's go play some games. Also, this is how we're going to line up. We're playing 18th. So Adam is going to go up top. We are going to bring in Ronan because he's not gotten enough game time. Bonazzoli, I think I've said this before, leading goal scorer for the club. Bellotti picked up a couple goals. He's got 13 now. But Bonazzoli's got 15. And Adam's got 9. He's been here like a half minute. It's hilarious. We are also going to give Matteo Celestri, the youngster, I've shown it to you a couple times, who's really developing. We've been training him as an advanced playmaker because I think he's better there. Maybe that's a mistake. Maybe he's a better, complete forward. It's not really going to be our decision anyway. I was trying to give us an opportunity to have a backup to Chiquinho, and he's given us 4 subs, so he's not been really a backup, but also, knock on wood, Chiquinho's not been injured, so he would have potentially slotted in. Mandragon on the left, Linetti. Oh my goodness, I have to show you something with Linetti. See this game down here? We beat Lecce 5-0. 5-0 in the 38th minute, and then Linetti gets sent off, where you're like, I just don't understand. You literally are headed into halftime with a 5-0 lead. There is no need to do this. Let him score. I mean, he just, from behind, lunges through the dude. What was that? And then also kind of makes you feel bad that they weren't also then able to go on and score a goal. They did get 5 shots off eventually, but against 10 men for more than a half, been there, but terrible. And I mean, aggression is a 13, decisions is a 12. It's not like he's a bad player, but you were just like, dude, what are you doing? I don't remember what I last showed you. Maybe it was Atalanta or Napoli. We beat Monza 3-1. This is going to be a long episode, I think. Bellotti got a penalty and a goal. Tahith got a goal. We beat Sampdoria 1-0. We drew with Lazio 1-1, which was kind of fair. We just haven't had it in us to beat the really big teams, Inter and Juve. But we've done and really AC Milan, right? And again, AC Milan's in 5th. So, we've done against essentially the other top 6 teams. Okay, Lazio, Inter, Atalanta, right? So, we drew with Lazio this time. If we come up here, but we lost to him here and Inter. We've drawn with Atalanta once and beaten them once, but it's kind of we've done kind of poor. That would be the thing I think you'd see in the papers is can't beat the top 5. But we have essentially beaten everyone else. Give or take a Sassuolo and a Benevento, right? It's been kind of crazy. So yeah. We had an own goal from Izzo, who I think the club, if it were me, I'd be selling. Even though he's given us a 6.92, he's just been very slumpy. He's not living up to that potential, in my opinion. That's just me. And then Juve with a 1-0. It was a ridiculous non-penalty, and of course Ronaldo, who's still in this universe at Juve, finished it. And then we just stormed back. Linetti, Bonazzoli with the brace, Hlozek, Agu, all getting in on it. Sassuolo 4-1, Adam with a brace, Tahith with a goal, Balati gets a goal. It has been unreal. I'm so happy with it. Like, it just is like when things are clicking, it's like it's fun when you start up Football Manager. You're like, yeah, let's play some more. Yay! Here we go. They are winless in their last 5. We are rotating in. This is probably a mistake in a Champions League clinching game. Masuaku and Zalatel. Like I said, Mandragon comes in for Lukic. Balati, we're going to give a rest to. We have also had, like, it feels like 2 games a week, so we are a little run down. But, golly, you'd think we're away from home. You'd think we could do a job against 18th. Although, to be fair, they are 4 points away from safety, so they're going to be giving it, you would imagine, like, they're not relegated, right? So they're not going to roll over and be like, yep, yeah, just score as many goals as you want, right? Sure, let's listen to our assistant. I think he's been all right. So Daniel Fazzato has gotten a run of starts, and that's what has also been really nice, is really our goal scoring has protected our goalkeeper a little bit, right? It's like he's, I didn't do a good job in the transfer window. We probably should have picked up a backup keeper. That's offside. But I feel like backup keeper is the hardest thing. Like, it's either you're bringing a youth prospect, through your ranks to be your backup, because it's hard to go find a really good keeper and convince them to come be a backup, right? If they're an important player or they're getting first team starts, first choice goalkeeper somewhere else, why would they come, even if it's like in, the top division of Norway, why would they come here to be the backup? So at least that's how I viewed it. Like, and it's not just, I guess, how I viewed it, to be fair. It's like, when you look at the scout report, it's like dubious or like not interested at all. Things like that. Oh, he would have been quite the shot from distance. Agu dispossesses, but it's a dispossession pass, and oh my goodness, Papetti has tried to trip him up. I guess the referee must have played advantage because it's worked out. Goodness me. All right, boys. I do have shoot on sight on. That was the feedback from the assistant like 2 games ago, and it worked. So like we're going for it. Lukic has just been all right. So he's played a bunch. He also had a knock, so that's why he brought Mandragon in and brought Linetti back, because Linetti was suspended the last game for his ridiculous red card. Sometimes you just go like, dude, what were you thinking? I'll go out on the wing. Okay. I thought he was going to give it back. Instead, he picks out his man, who's also offside. Again. Come on, boys. Let's encourage him. We're away from home. Papetis picks up a yellow. He's probably tugged on another shirt on a counterattack. I thought that said Pulisic. Whoop. Pusic. Not related. It's not been very good. Not been very good. I'm not happy, boys. We are. Let's change it back. That's the thing I think is frustrating, is like it feels like you get like differing. It's like work the ball in the box, and then like 10 minutes later it's like shoot on sight, and then like 10 minutes later it's like work the ball in the box. It's like, well, make up your freaking mind, y'all. I think aside from that, I think we leave it, and then we tell our yellows here, don't get sent off, please. It would be really disappointing not to get the Champions League at this stage. Like, we have been phenomenal, right? And I've kind of bigged us up a little bit, haven't I? So, Adam's having a poor game as being the main man. He prefers that inside forward role, despite the fact that I guess his star rating is equivalent for a complete forward, I think, on attack. 3.5 star versus 3.5 star on the wing. He might be 4 star on the wing, but he's not loving life today. Neither is Bonazzoli. Goodness, mate. I talked about how amazing you've been, and then you go and do nothing. Same thing. You're coming off. we're gonna go back to our system here. I shouldn't have tried to not appease, but to adapt the system to Adam training a complete forward role. I'm gonna do. Oh, I just praised. That was great. It was great. I think I'm gonna attack. I think we attack. I think that makes sense. 15 minutes left. Celestia's giving us a 6.7. He's not been terrible, but it's time to bring on the man Chiquinho to clean up the mess. Can you clean up the mess for me, sir, please? And then we're gonna wait for it, and then we're gonna demand more. They're loving that. This is gonna be the most boring set of non-highlights you've ever seen. Are they just bunkering? Let's go, lads. Yep, wait. Sure, 4 minutes left. I'm sure this is gonna make a big difference. Stop that. Stop all this. Let's go. Nope. Oh, come on. We'll concede. It'll be hilarious. I can see the future. Okay. Daniel with an old lady plays approved. Get your body behind the ball. Stop of the ball. And then a terrible distribution. That's because he was doing it quickly. I forgot we have a bad goalkeeper in between the sticks. I should have left it on. Like, you can distribute it quickly to the center backs, but... Oh, are we going to win this? Bellotti trying to prove that he's worth something, although I'm on his... Oh, Aguada! I couldn't even finish my thought. What a lovely, lovely finish that was, my friends. Please hold. I will explain what I was trying to explain. Disciplined. All that back on. So, Bellotti, I am on his favored personnel list. And on the dynamic screen, he's a gray. It's not that he doesn't like me. He just, it's like, he could take it or leave it. But I'm on his favored personnel list on the information screen of his player profile. Explain that one to me. And he's also thinking he should go to a bigger club. Even though we just gave him a massive contract. My friends, with a 92nd minute winner, Tahith Chong from Manchester United. Why doesn't it say something like we've locked up the Champions League? Is it because the other results haven't gone our way? Have I just given a big boastful presentation for nothing? Is it waiting another? No, they can't catch us. Can they? These teams. What does it even mean? I don't know. Nothing is guaranteed until these other games are played. Let's go see what happens in them. All right, here we go, my friends. We also, with that loss, relegated Bologna. I mean, with them losing, with us winning, we relegated them. So Lecce, Cagliari, and Bologna going down. Empoli are safe. Benevento and Monza have come up and survived, as has Verona. All three. Goodness me. All right, Inter, 4th place, taking on Napoli. And also, is it Tahith? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to mispronounce it. He's quite the pickup. He's worth almost 7 million, and we got him on a free from Man U. Juve taking on Atalanta, so 1st versus 6th, 4th versus 9th, and then 5th versus 13th. That one probably goes Milan's way. AC Milan, you gotta be careful. Sorry. They hang people at the San Siro or something like that if you say that wrong. Inter wins. Juve wins. Milan draws. So, are we still... Okay. No, we're definitely in the Champions League, right? I like how it gives you back-to-back. I guess the other results, because it's 2032. So what is that? 832? And then 1031? It's like, ring, ring. Hey, you qualified for the Europa League. Like, isn't there another game? Or you probably wouldn't have put the phone down to do that, would you? I've used real phones before. I have one that's right here. See, more like this, but better. Except my earbuds in that ear. I'm butchering this. Anyway. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're in the Europa League. But isn't there another game going on? Yeah. 2 hours later. Ring, ring. Hey, you're in the Champions League. Like, well, yeah, I was waiting on that other game. Like, Look at that. 1.1 million, transfer budget of 39.43 million, up from like, we were at like 20 before that. That's actually not much on the wage budget, to be honest with you. But like, obviously you could dump your transfer budget into the wage budget, but warms your soul, doesn't it? So we're not going to win the league. We can finish no worse than 4th after scraping our way to safety at the end of last season. I am quite proud of that. I do think this is funny. You're disappointed that we haven't developed the best youth system in the country by the end of next season. And, you know, that we failed to reach the quarterfinal of the Coppa Italia. I just think that, like, I know it's on like a per line item thing, and they're still giving me an A+, because of course they are. But it's like, really? You know, let's go see. Let's go see. Club Vision. Okay, hold on. Let's take a look at the club here. Are we burning time to get to the end of season awards? Yes, we are. Good academy coaching, good youth recruitment, great training facilities. Not good enough. Not good enough. So let's go, was it networking? Improve youth recruitment. Yes. What else are we going to do? We are going to, where is it? Increase junior coaching budget. I'm going to set this club up for success, right? We're going to facilities, improve the training facilities. Oh, and you can't make any more requests. So those are the, you know, you want me to develop the best youth system in the country. Let's get our recruitment, our coaching, and our training facilities. It's not the youth facilities, but our training facilities for the whole squad up to par. Get in. Spend the money. You've got money now. You cannot complain. Shock of our lives. They've accepted the good youth recruitment to excellent youth recruitment upgrade. They've increased the budget, and the facilities work is going to cost only 4 million euros. Look at that. Look at that. They got 44 million in the bank. I mean, that is crazy. 44 million, and you're going to let me spend 39 of it? Obviously, Champions League money, Serie A money next season. Serie A money this season, I should say. And then the commercial revenue and all that kind of stuff. But I just think that's funny. It's like, hopefully, and again, we'll check here in next episode when we land a new job and we look back at FC Lorient. It's like, hopefully we've done our part to like move these clubs into a much better place, like for the long term. So we'll see. This is how the final day wraps up, my friends. Even on points with Lazio, but the like results and the goal difference, I think it's the other way around, but it doesn't matter. We end up in third. We finished 17th last season. I don't know what we've done. It feels like we caught lightning in a bottle, and I'm not, again, I already kind of raved about what we've done already, and I'm not trying to be boisterous. So if you've watched my channel for any length of time, you know I usually don't do this, but it just looks like, wow, like, that might be one of the best results I've ever gotten in Football Manager from season to season, especially with Relegation Ranger. To go from 17th and almost not surviving to 3rd place is crazy. And again, without like 100 million euro transfer budget. We did spend money, but it's because we lost our best right back by far, and like probably one of our best players. But we invested it wisely because we had time to scout. So where do we go from here, my friends? My contract expires on the 30th, so I'm not doing anything until the 30th because I don't want to get a reputation hit for leaving early. I don't want to get a reputation hit for applying for jobs and all that kind of stuff. We're just going to let the contract expire and see where we end up. Let's go take a look at the end of season awards. I want to know from you. You can pause it and leave another comment because you've already left a comment, obviously, because you think this is amazing. Who is your signing of the season? And I can't believe I have to like scroll and get out of the way. Okay, so you can go back and pause this. Okay, but there's your options. Signing of the season, young player of the season, and player of the season. Let me show you the stats here. Again, this might make it easy. Like, this makes it easy from a rating standpoint, but I'm less about what you think the player of the season is going to be. Who is your player of the season from having watched? For, you know, I try to give you those highlights and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, 25 goals for Ibrahimi on loan in Serie C. Wah, wah. Doesn't count. Bonazzoli on 16 with 14 of those being in the league. He's a tasty little player. For being 7 million, 31 grand. I'm still quite pleased with him. Adam, I think you can't say enough about. I don't know if the game would qualify him as a transfer of the season, because he's only here for half a season, but you want to talk about an impact. 10 goals and 17 starts with 3 assists. I hope they are happy. I hope they are happy. Chiquinho with 14 assists, by far the leading assist man. He's involved in, 23 total goals? Also gets a shout, if you ask me. So, I'm going to leave that to you so you can leave a comment. I'm going to take us forward to the end of season awards. And it's the end of season review. Here we go. The new arrivals. Boy, this is going to take a minute. Okay, I clicked it. Uh-oh. Sometimes you just get nervous. All right. Okay. The game is bogging down, apparently, because there's so many new arrivals. It was a busy season in the transfer market. It's safe to say there was some good business done bringing in key new signings who contributed hugely to the season's successes. And as you could tell, Adam gets the signing of the season. I mean, I kind of agree. 18 appearances, one of those being subs, 10 goals, 3 assists, 7-3-2. A revelation in the second half of the season. My goodness. I think Bill, we've already gone through all these, but like, okay, B- for Billing, B+ for Adam, C+ for Felix. Roney gets an A+, lower wage. Okay, we still paid 8.5 million for him. Gautier gets a B+. Tahith gets an A+ because wage and no transfer fee. Papetti A+ because the loan. Gravelon B+. Castrop is a C+. Serge is a B-. Rolando. This is mainly due to the club paying over the odds for the player. Not my fault, my friends. I wouldn't have paid 12 million either. What's he worth now? 6 million. Yep, that sounds about right. Wasn't my signing. Oh, the game is bogging down. Here we go. Maybe? Okay. The ratings are back. B- for Thomas. B+ for Amath. Jonas is a B. Colin McCord is a B-. Chibozo, who we didn't sign, is an A-. Kevin is a B-. And Auckland is a C. And then the outs, Adera, C-. Horvath, C+. Gemello, C+. I'm just going to see. Are there any like good signings? They're content. So C is like, well, we don't mind, right? Ryan Thomas, they're not happy about. Zaza was a C-. Anybody? Sanabria, B-. Okay. This is mainly due to selling the player for much more than he's really worth. Yep. Sounds about right. Okay, then we don't need to review all the loans. But I just think it's interesting that they're like, well, I mean, we're okay with most of those. And then it's like, you know, wow, you did a really good job on that one. And we're going to give you a B-. 88% home attendance. Mid-table expectation, finishing third, A+. Unbelievable. 6 points off winning the league. That wasn't even really my focus, which also made it kind of nice, to be honest with you. Playing, it was kind of like, I don't care if we lose to Juve and Lazio and Inter here at the end. Well, we're safe. Now, you know, once it got pretty close, it was like Champions League would be really cool, but I'm not that fussed about it. Versus if it was like a long-term save, you'd be like, oh, right? We're going to skip the Coppa Italia. It didn't go well. Goal of the season, Linetti. Is that the one that bounced off of the top of the top bar? Is that? I feel like I showed you a Linetti goal, but if it is, it was worth it. So we'll go back and see it again. Yeah? I hope you enjoy stuff like this. This is not the highlight I was thinking. Oh, that's the straight volley. Linetti's got that in his locker, obviously. Gets in. Maybe the one on the underside of the bar wasn't Linetti, but Linetti's had that in his locker. Very, very nice. Match to remember is the Coppa Italia fourth qualifying round game. How about not? You know, how about the biggest win? How about the one that got us Champions League? It's terrible. All of this is going to go up. Shirt sales, Bellotti, Adam, just got here. Just pointing that out. Second best, Chiquinho, Linetti, Bonazzoli. Lovely freaking stuff. How we lined up. Yep. Now that's interesting, right? Oh, okay. Okay. You're going to say he's the best striker. Belotti's like, hey, wait a minute. Oh. Syria Manager of the Year. That is huge for a save like this, right? Now it's like, the world's my oyster. We saved this club. Champions League. Good for the reputation. Player of the Season, Chiquinho. Young Player of the Season, Felix Agu, who also came in for half a season. That's interesting. We'll give the signing of the season to Adam, and the goal of the season to Linetti. Bonazzoli, like we talked about, most goals. Chiquinho with most assists, and players of the match, and average rating. That's why he got the Player of the Season. That kind of surprises me. But I guess he's here the whole time, too. So, like, okay, cool. Cool, my friends. Let's just look. Anybody get into the best 11? Zanzalatel. I guess the other ones were already here. Yeah, goalkeeper is gonna have to overcome Sirigu, who was here a while. Agu is gonna have to overcome Singo. Papetti is on loan. Chong. Yeah, that makes sense. We don't play that formation though. There is your narrative reason that I'm leaving. The board are very disappointed. You have failed to achieve one of the objectives laid out in the club's vision. Grow the club's reputation. My friends, can someone explain to me, anybody out there in the comments, can you explain to me how going from 17th to 3rd? We finished 3rd, yeah? 3rd. On 80 points and getting the club Champions League is not growing the club's reputation? Like, the reputation bump that happens in the summer hasn't happened yet. We're a 3.5 star. What do you want from me? Look at all the stuff they want. I'm so glad I'm leaving. Sign players from the lower levels of the domestic game. I don't think I've ever seen that. Guys, Champions League. I just got you Champions League. What are you talking about, right? Top half, develop the best youth system in the country, grow the club's reputation, blah, blah, blah. You'd think they'd be a little more like, man, you've been amazing. Now it's probably because I'm not signed a contract. Narratively. Probably not Football Manager game-wise, but narratively. Ooh, training camp destination. We don't always get that. Singapore, huh? Oh, look at all the options. You want me to grow our reputation? We're going to go to the United States. Thank you. That's home, and I'm gonna get on the plane and just not come back. We're not doing an MLS. Don't worry about it. Look at that. 65% win ratio. There's also been talks of like a consortium taking over, which is kind of interesting. Urbano Cairo is our chairman. Typo. Are you serious this is a typo? Are you serious this is a typo? It is August. It's late August. I'm not going to tell you when I was recording this. It's late August when I'm recording this. Proud of gaming's work of late and that it argued, or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I was thinking this was argued. May have jumped to conclusions there. I apologize, Sports Interactive. Augured particularly well for a long-term future success. Owing largely to an impressive spell form between August and September that saw them rise to 3rd. I mean, yeah, but okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 wins and 2 losses in the league. How about, you want to pick another time frame? How about here? Where there's 6 wins and 2 draws and no losses. Sometimes there's like weird stuff like that where you're like, what is going on? I thought I won the manager's manager of the year award, and I can't vote for myself. How do you handle these things? This is what I try and do. If I'm in a long-term save, I never vote for like my opposition. Like I would never vote for Juve. I typically go find the clubs if they're on the list, and it doesn't look like they are, that got promoted, that stayed up. And now, and then aside from that, I go look at the clubs that like performed really poorly last year. Okay, I guess Genoa got promoted, so like Genoa is probably gonna get my vote. Who did I say? No, they were here. So like, that's typically what I do. Is like if you are able to bring a club up and keep them up, you get my vote because it's a pity vote, and that way I'm also not voting for like the managers that are probably gonna get all the actual votes. Is that weird? That's how I handle it, but. Maybe you do something else. You'd think 65%. I'm just saying. Oh, I gotta go do all this. Oh, we'll wrap it up here in a second. So again, I think this is stupid. This is a dumb thing by Football Manager that the board, right? You fail the one thing, it tells you the board's mad, and then after that, it's like the board loves you because of course they do, and then you get a question. Having failed to achieve the short-term targets over the goal, what does this leave with regards to long-term objectives? Like, I don't know. We got the Champions League. What are you talking about? All right, my friends. I've got a month left. I'm not gonna make any transfers, like, because I don't necessarily want to. I don't necessarily think that's right. I did try and sign Papetti, like in the middle of the season, just to be honest with you. Offered like 15 million plus a bunch of add-ons, and like, he's our top transfer target. Declared it, had Balati mention it in the press, and it's like, oh yeah, 100 million. Like, well, we're not gonna buy a 20-year-old for 100 million. That's not gonna happen, and they don't want to extend his loan. They want to give him a chance in the first team because that's what Arsenal do. Izzo's contract is coming up, but I'm gonna let the next manager deal with that, right? Like, we literally have two players whose contracts are up, so I don't really have to worry about that. And Figueira is already leaving on a free, so the rest is like, leave it, just leave it, just get me to the 30th, and then I'll leave, and then we'll find a club. We'll find out where we go next time, my friends. I'm not going to go through all the rigmarole. I'll show you like where I've applied, and then we'll get to it, and then we'll check on FC Lorient. Let me know what you think about this. Is this my greatest achievement, or maybe getting Cabinteely into the Champions League final was? Hashtag spoiler alert, I guess, for the series from many seasons, many years ago. Alright, my friends, I've enjoyed this. This has been great. It's lovely. No pressure. It's pressure when you might not survive, but then like once you're cooking, and you're like, I don't care if we stay here long term. Boy, that's kind of nice. We have to do more of this. We'll see you next time. See ya.